lovelies, I will be demonstrating you how to maintain your brows at home, sharing you my tips and tricks. Firstly, just wipe over the eyebrows to make sure you take off any moisturizer or grease that is built up throughout the day. This can also help prevent any small rashes and pimples. Brush your eyebrows hair upwards so you can see where you have unruly, unwanted hairs, and be very careful to trim any eyebrow hairs that are going out of the shape if needed. I'm not a great believer in trimming eyebrows, but just a little, like I say, less is more. And just where I'm showing you with the flat brush, where you can see the unwanted hairs, or the peachy hairs I call them, these are the ones you remove. Brushing the eyebrow hair up. Here is a pre-inked brow mapping string. This is important to map out your brows so you know where to start from the arch to the end. To shape the arches, start by lightly marking the brows, starting from your brow, holding your string against the bridge of your nose. Then mark out the tail of your eyebrows by aligning the string from your outer edge of the nostril and past the corner of your lash line. Now you can see the box drawing is quite big. I'm using any makeup pencil, white or black, just to draw a neater version of the eyebrow. Growing out your eyebrows takes patience. Removing stray hairs. We all know growing out your eyebrow hairs takes patience, and it comes with putting down your tweezers if you know you're an overplucker. Here I'm showing you the correct way to tweeze unwanted hairs, which you can follow now that you've mapped out your eyebrows. Threading technique. So I'm getting a piece of string, put it into a loop, holding one side as I twist the thread to get the right amount of grip. When it comes to removing the hairs, you need to practice by pushing one side to the other like a triangle, making back and forward movement. Taking the triangle and inserting it into the hair follicle, the way the hair direction is going, you slowly get your other side of the hand, depending on if you're left-handed or right, and twist, pushing it back and forth movement. Threading is better, it gives you a smoother and precise finish. Already looking tons better. Clean eyebrows, now all I have is the box. This is my marking for me to now apply eyebrow dye, eyebrow tint or eyebrow henna. There's many options, but this will actually give the eyebrow boost, one shade darker, and it will fill in any light colored hairs that you have to make it look more defined. Using 3 or 2 pea size amount of the tint, putting it into a glass dish with about 10 to 12 drops of peroxide and mixing it with a flat brush till you get a nice creamy consistency. Getting Vaseline is a great way, making sure you don't get any mess around the eyebrow, staining the skin that you don't want to. So this is going to act like your barrier cream so you can protect the tint getting onto any of the parts of your eyebrows. Using a Q-tip, just follow the pattern of the shape you made earlier on. Now applying the tint onto the eyebrows using the flat side of the brush, following the design you've made and just making sure you cover and coat the hairs, including the skin. And this is where you need to start timing your eyebrows so you know how long it takes to remove one side of the eyebrows before you move on to the other one. Once this is done, you need to get your Q-tip, and this is used to clean up the eyebrows to make it a neat, defined shape, like so. Brows frame your face, and that extra color boost can give it life again. Tinting tends to last up to a month, and to medium blonde hairs, you need to leave it half of the time. It's even great for people with grey hairs in the eyebrows. And now, as you can see, if I remove the tint, there's still gaps into the eyebrows where it needs to be intensified. This is where makeup pencils come in handy. I'll wipe the other eyebrow, and you can see it's already looking half a shade darker than it was. So one eyebrow, I believe, is never enough for your eyebrows. You can always finish off your brows by filling in with eyebrow makeup pencils or powders. So I'm using some of my favorite, which are just your ordinary China marker. I'm just making sure it's nice and sharp by using a blade so I get a nice crisp hair-like stroke. The other ones you have either fine felt tip pen tips that you can create strokes, or you have your ordinary brow pencils with a smaller head or tip to create thicker hair strokes, and you can shade and color in. Now you can see I'm brushing the hairs to see where I need to fill in the skin with makeup. And as I brush, set your arches, fluff them up. When you brush your eyebrows, you can see where there is skin showing and where there is density and less hairs. This indicates where you should be applying makeup. So as I use a brow pencil with a slanted tip, I'm creating shading effect by following the shape of the eyebrow, starting from the middle part, taking it over to the arch and taking it down to the tail, using light pressure. The more pressure you use, the more color you can apply into the eyebrow. To finish off the eyebrow, just use a highlighter under the brow bone, smudge it with a flat brush, and that just makes your eyes pop. And as I always say, fluff and go. My finishing touch of the eyebrows is always brush your hairs up using a brow gel or a brow wax. This just keeps them tame throughout the day, and it gives them a much fuller, fluffy look. And a clear brow gel just to set them. And there you go, a clear brow gel just to set them for the day. It keeps them nice and full, giving you that fuller looking fluffy brow. That's all from me from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Have a great time at the carnival. I hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as I did. I hope all my tricks and tips helped. Please play it safe and take care. Hi, I'm Suman Jalaf and you're watching me on Grazia Virtual Beauty Carnival. Unlike your semi-permanent makeup tattoo, microblading is a little different. It is a handheld manual tool which uses a blade to scratch natural looking, fuller looking brows, and it's great for sparse, overplucked eyebrows, so you have that solution of feeling, you know, I woke up like this. Microblading is a safe semi-permanent treatment. It's intended to fade within 1 to 2 years without any touch-ups, and with your touch-up it can last up to 12 to 30 months, and that's depending on your skin types. Aftercare is really important because this will actually retain the color of the pigment longer and safer for you. So my option I give to my clients is dry healing. That's something you need to think about, whether you can commit to having your eyebrows dry for 10 days. You cannot shower, swim, sauna, steam, you know, self-tan. These are very important in causing infection and making the color fades quicker. What you can't do before your treatment. So before booking up with your practitioner, you should have a consultation, see if it suits you, and know that you have to stop taking retinols or vitamin C, any harsh chemical pills, laser treatments prior to your treatment to cause any infection or any discoloration or the microblading going in the wrong way if you don't disclose this in your consultation. How to find your artist. So it's really important you do your homework. Don't commit to it just like that because your friend's done it and so-and-so's done it and you want it immediately. Go for a consultation, have a look at the artwork, Instagram, website, see how long the artists have experience in microblading. And in the initial consultation, declare your medical history, ask the questions, see what you can and cannot do prior to the treatment, see if it's for you, and have a test patch before jumping in 100%. How long does microblading last? It's different for different skin types. Usually I say 12 to 30 months. And after that you can do your annual retouches. Depending on your skin type, again, you can come with 8 months to 12 months or even 15 months to do your touch-ups. And this will make your brows look normal, like you've had it done the first time. For me, consultation is very important, so I can initially invite my client to show them what their brows will look like before doing the procedure. And I look at the face shape. Most importantly, I talk about the eyebrows being unsymmetrical and how it will be when the treatment's done, what color to choose according to their skin tone and their hair type, hair texture, hair color and eye color. So the famous question that I get asked, does it hurt? This depends on your brow technician, what numbing cream they use. I certainly use a strong numbing cream because I don't like to have my clients in any discomfort or pain, and it's definitely more sensitive if you're having the treatment, if you're due on, if you're extra sensitive, but definitely it's not painful. You do hear the sound of the scratching, that's the blade from the microblading, but I say to them, bring your AirPods. Microblading versus microshading. So they're within the same family, they're both semi-permanent treatments. So microblading has a blade that mimics hair-like strokes, and microshading is great for somebody with oilier skin, somebody who has alopecia and who suffer from chemotherapy and has no eyebrows, because it can look more natural. You can actually even combine it with microblading. So sometimes you can have an ombre looking brow, you can do the shading and you can also do the hair strokes. This is great for somebody, again, who doesn't have hairs and have extra oily skin, because it looks more natural and it lasts longer than a microblading, because microblading can look more artificial on somebody who has no hairs, because there's no natural hairs backing that, if that makes sense. Why does microblading hair strokes blur is another question I get asked. Blurring is something I refer to called migration. So you're using a blade, and again, it's all to do with skin type. So when I have consultation, I thoroughly explain to my clients, if you want this look, do know that your skin type will end up looking like this within a certain amount of months' time. So somebody who has rosacea, diabetes, and severely sensitive skin, these hair strokes will eventually look more powder looking than it would if you see your friend that's had it, who has a crisp-like hair strokes, because she may have normal to dry skin. So it all depends on the skin. This is why consultations are very important, so you can check with your technician how they can look on you and if it benefits you. Keeping it natural is key. I see brows as art, so I strive from enhancing your natural beauty. Brows definitely frame your face, so please do your homework before committing 100% into a semi-permanent treatment. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching, and a huge thank you to Grazia for having me.